Welcome back to Talking About Peach's play. Alexis was talking about something about mixing peaches with something. I wasn't paying attention because I was doing stuff in the background.
If you put peaches in moonshine and soak the peaches in moonshine, first of all, they're delicious.
Nice.
And also, if you make an Arnold Palmer peach moonshine peaches, also delicious.
Okay.
And also, there's a song by, I think, the United States of America band called Peaches.
Millions of peaches.
Yeah, peaches for me. That sings about peaches coming from a can.
Whoa,
they were put there
No, I know
by
what
a
I'm
man.
doing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
You think I'm scared of 4 armored guys? Come on. I can one-shot all of these guys. Never mind the fact it took me 2 shots.
You're gonna have to, because you only have 1 use of fire left.
I've had worse conditions. Look at that magic fly.
Oh my.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I kind of wonder if
you
you're,
have an armor
like,
slayer.
trying to kill her off every time you bring her.
Just putting Loot directly into danger.
Because, like, every time you bring her, you're like, I wonder if she'll survive this time. I forgot to give her more fire. It's not the first time. You're like, wow, this is like some sort of grisly, like, social experiment where...
To be fair...
Tyler is just going to see how long Loot survives without magic.
To be fair, I haven't had a chance to give her more magic.
How many times do I have to... How many battles can she survive before I have to give her more magic? We will wait and see.
I believe this is the last one.
We will find out. Literally the last time for Loot on last play.
See? That's how we save Loot.
Oh, Loot's saved.
Gotta save Josh, though. Colm... Definitely not naming. Okay.
Josh?
Erica.
Joshua?
Joshua's... Yeah, Joshua probably can't take both the hits.
Yeah, I guess, because he might kill them.
Well, they attack because they attack from both sides, so both of them can attack him no matter what.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But actually, no, these guys are good for rescues. Hold on.
Yeah,
Time
like
to do
Joshua
some-
already took some damage, so...
Is that... Yeah, well...
Can no one rescue Joshua anymore? Oh
I
boy.
feel like they just need to be able to take 1 hit, right?
Yeah, I just need to cut off one of the things, and hopefully Erica will survive. Erica is like level 11.
Erica's fine.
But she has magical powers of not dying.
True.
Yeah.
And if she does die, well, that's just a game
And then
over.
that's the game,
And I'm not
so-
sending Amy forward. That's just dumb.
If you lose the game here, that's all we'll have, because...
We're not allowed.
I'm pretty sure
Are we
this
playing
is
hardcore
just...
difficulty where I'm not allowed to continue if I ever get a game over? Because I did not sign up for this, but I'm also game.
No, man, that's just the story mode type play, where if your main character dies, that's where the story ends. Like, that's where everything just goes wrong, and your story is complete with the bad ending. You got the bad ending.
Just have to live with it.
You're gonna have to live with the guilt.
The guilt of failing your king and country.
Yeah.
Okay, I can live with that guilt.
The
Do
guilt.
they have, like, vulnerinaries?
Yeah, all of them do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're fine.
Oh no, Erica's
Yeah,
totally
you're
fine.
What? You call that an attack? Jesus. Put your heart into it. Just like I'm gonna put my sword into your heart.
Through your ribcage!
Okay.
Yeah, see, if Joshua
Yeah,
had to
specifically
heal both
would
of them-
not have taken 2 attacks.
Yeah.
We should be able to, finish that guy out. Finish him!
Ha! I'm the best here. Screw Erica. Erica couldn't even kill him, even though I have specialized equipment for dealing with armored units. I'm clearly the better swordsman.
He's
Yeah.
kind of pretty.
Yeah.
Like, in a
it's-
traditionally pretty way.
It's his only redeeming
Ooh,
quality.
lightning.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
Oh yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
he's kind of pretty. Isn't that the way it works, though? Like, in most of these, like,
Yeah.
kind of RPG things where there's, like, this pretty guy and he walks in and then you're like, he opens his mouth and it just ruins everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a javelin?
That javelin. Well, if you take care of this mage...
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
turn
just
right
that, like,
around.
who's got the... You've got the javelin, and you're...
I like the little ponies, they're kind of cute.
The ponies, they hop.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, you're on javelin
Pony
duty.
to the rescue!
Boy, they're cutting directly to the king is not going very well. Level 8, level 9, okay.
Does Sword have a lot of HP?
Oh yeah, he's fine. He's only taking 1
Okay.
attack, too, so...
Ooh, okay.
The stab, and we're good.
Call Kyle Lightning because he comes before Thunder.
Alright, that was a vaguely...
I've told some bad jokes on last play, but I think you should feel bad.
I do feel bad.
Good.
Stole that directly from Cars.
Do you think
Wait,
you're
what?
funny?
You stole a bad joke from Cars? Oh boy. Here on, like, No Guilt Play, we guilt Dakota into...
First of all, admitting that he watched Cars.
Yeah, that's pretty bad from the start.
Is that from the first Cars or the second Cars?
It's from the first Cars.
Have you seen the second Cars?
I actually haven't, actually.
Okay. So you've a little less guilty than originally thought.
It wasn't my choice of movie.
But you have young cousins?
I have young cousins and siblings.
Okay, yeah. It's the, like, eternal struggle
I don't
of, like...
think Ross skips
See,
Wednesday.
I have young cousins and
Doesn't
siblings,
look like it.
and if they were like, "Can we watch Cars?" I'd be like, "Can we watch Mulan? Can we
Yeah.
watch any other movie that is not Cars?"
Which only really gets you if you like posit yourself as that cousin who just doesn't care.
I'm okay with that. I was the first one, so everybody else came after me.
Oh.
I don't really have any older cousins or
Oh, look at it.
siblings.
Oh, whatever.
I think I've got like one or two that are a few months older than me. But that's
7?
everyone's the same year or younger.
Who needs 7 hit points?
So I am perfectly comfortable saying that's not the movie that I want to watch at all. I will give you 6 other options.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense, because, like, it's... You want to give them the other options, otherwise
Yeah.
they'll be like, I don't like you, you're
I
the
want to
mean
watch Cars.
cousin.
How about Shrek 2?
Wait, hold on, you have the...
Longbow.
Oh, I guess Namie's not... Wait, hold on. Yeah,
Oh,
Namie's
boy.
not getting a counter
Yeah,
back.
no, Amy's not going to...
What's your might? Attack 11. Oh, Namie's fine.
Yeah, Amy. Anyone who has... And the longbow deals less damage anyway.
Yeah. Who did you rescue? You rescued, Luke. And Luke can probably just get dropped off here.
And I really like Pixar and stuff, but like, I don't know, that wasn't probably their best film.
It was not.
They've definitely
At
done
all.
some better work. And it's cute, but it's very young.
It's the kind of show that, like, I never saw because my younger sister is, like, too old to have really gotten into it. So, I didn't realize how injured he was. That was kind of a risk.
What is the like big movie for you guys that your sibling like watched so many times that you could probably have recited it backwards and you still didn't love it?
Up until the last sentence, because I do love this movie, Final
Oh.
Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Oh, I love
Really?
that movie.
That's
You're
just
so lucky.
That's a good movie.
Oh man,
Like, yeah,
I
after
love
it
that
came out,
movie too.
I really
have
liked
the
it, and my
extended
sister like
edition.
watched it every day for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And I just said like, yeah, it's a
At
good
least
movie.
you had, like, I love that movie. It's not, okay, let's clarify. It is not a technically good film, but it's highly enjoyable to
No,
watch.
it is a technically good film. Like from
The writing's
pacing,
not very good.
the writing's pretty good for her that to come through doing like this is based on Final Fantasy VII
That is
lore,
fair.
and like
For what it is, it's a really good movie.
yeah, because like the pacing is good. Like it does a good job of like teaching you about the world in
Have you
like
seen
the movie world.
the extended one where they drive the motorbike through the helicopter?
Yes,
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
I would not recommend extended edition to people who aren't familiar with Final Fantasy VII because it like the good pacing of the original movie was one of the good reasons why you could show it to people who aren't familiar with it, because even if you're like not sure what's going on, there's always something interesting happening, and like there's stuff going on, and other than the dilly-dally shilly-shally being a very difficult scene to understand what's going on.
Yeah, that's fair. Generally, the plot is fairly discernible.
Yeah.
I just enjoy the scene where they drive a motorcycle through a helicopter.
Get
That's kind of
Yeah.
pretty
That
cool.
doesn't make any.
They did it well
you
before
still
Fast and the Furious
got
ever
very
did.
lucky with your sibling movie love, because I had to watch A Bug's Life a million times.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh.
no.
So much.
See? Like, A Bug's Life is a little better than that.
Yeah,
a little.
it is.
A little bit
It
better.
is. Like
Yeah.
the guy has like a little dream journal, and I just want to punch him in the face. I'm like, I just sympathize so much with the bullies that just wanted to beat up that little kid.
You know you've done a movie well when someone's like, oh, I want to beat up that main character so goddamn much.
So much.
That reminds me of Harry Potter, like being in the theater, there were a bunch of us that had made like a poster or something, and we sat at the back when there's like, the dragon goes to like fight Harry Potter, and we all like stood up at the back and had the sign that said, "Go dragon!"
Nice.
Just kill him.
Get him, dragon!
Just eat him whole.
Do it.
And,
Blood
like,
will spill
Don't
tonight.
get me wrong, I love Harry Potter, but we definitely were like, the dragon is so much cooler.
True. I would also root for that dragon in real life.
That
Mostly
dragon
because
was
I
so
feel like that
cool.
would ingratiate him to you, and maybe he won't kill you. Because that's the thing about like that Triwizard tournament. If that dragon just decided to wreak havoc, like there's crowds all over the place and like this open theater, like
Yeah.
I don't care how strong your magical wards are. A dragon can overcome your magical wards,
Yeah.
Well,
protecting the
yeah,
audience.
the like Harry Potter, the one that he fights, like actually just like in the movie, he just breaks out of his chains and is like, "I'm free!" And,
Hey, here's
and
the
they made
thief
it more
that's gonna steal the chests.
Yeah.
cinematic.
Oh,
And
there's
I
I know my
the
Fire Emblem.
Here's
sneaky
Erica just
thief.
coming to fuck you up. But probably can't because gets fucked up, and gets fucked up. Good. Okay, so we gotta bait some soldiers here. Where's Ross?
We do have
Too
the
far
Armor
away.
Slayer.
But
Not a lot.
I mean, we have the rapier as well. But the problem is, if I put Erica here, she's attacked from 3 sides,
Yeah.
which even Erica might not
If you
survive.
can bait maybe the soldier out.
That being said, should I give Erica the 7 HP?
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be bad because if Erica dies, it's game over.
And I
Plus,
do intend
you have
to
to
use
take
Erica
her
like crazy.
frequently.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna make her the best.
the best.
I'm gonna
Around,
be the
nothing's ever
very
gonna stab me
best.
now.
No one ever was.
I just wish I had
Kill
dual katanas. Like
enemies
the
is
new Fire
my
Emblem
quest.
Wreckmeat is like,
To
oh,
slay
you're
them
gonna get
is
hit
my
by spirit. Just
cause.
equip the dual katana. Now you have weapon advantage, and it just made that game so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna get the position here, and just nice. Oh, I didn't realize that would increase her current HP as well. Otherwise, it would have just
Oh,
plopped her
yeah.
right down there. Because there's no way those two are gonna do 29 damage to Erica.
Yeah, you've kind of made her a bit of a beast.
But I'm sure the thief might just attack you anyway because it's game AI.
True, but even if he doesn't, like Erica will just chase after him in the next turn.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Kind of how this
it's
works.
fine. It's
Uh,
good.
So if the thief picks up a treasure on the map and then you go and
You ha-
slay the thief, do you,
get
the treasure?
Yeah. But he will basically run to the treasure and then like run off the map, probably like here or down.
yeah, where
Here or
he's like,
something,
I'm
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, and then if he gets that far, then you don't get that treasure.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a chance that you can still get the treasure once the thief has opened the
Yeah.
box.
In normal difficulty, it's like there's no chance that you're gonna be like, unless you're like playing overly cautious and you're just completely out of position when that thief appears,
Or you don't care.
or you just don't care to rush through. Otherwise, there's like no chance you're not gonna be there to catch him. In the harder difficulties, where it just takes you
Lightning thief?
so much more time to kill enemies, and you have to be so much more cautious and lure things to stop getting like attacked from multiple sides. It actually is very difficult to catch them some of the time. But here it's
Which
just
makes
like,
sense. Like, I know this game is pretty legendary for being really difficult for, like, strategy games
yeah,
on, like, hard modes.
and it's mostly the permadeath. It's the
Yeah,
fact that like your lose condition is if
permanently lose.
any unit dies.
Yeah.
Whereas in other strategy games like Final Fantasy Tactics or all that stuff, it's like, oh, I lost 90% of my units, but Marsh
they'll be back.
survived
Yeah.
and he just went to the end. So it doesn't really matter how badly you played, you still win the level and you still move on. In this case, if you lose 90% of your army and Erica makes it to the end, you've basically lost the game.
Yeah, you don't. You can't.
Yeah,
well, as
Pete-
well as,
Pete
like,
did
story
attempt that.
interactions
more
would change,
importantly-
too, right? Like, to some extent, if you didn't have a character.
especially in the future Fire Emblems when there's a lot more like characters interacting with each other while they're live. In the older ones, like Ross isn't gonna appear in many other scenes; he just kind
Yeah.
of be there. So if you lose them, it's more of like it's
a
less
strategic
of a
loss and
emotional.
less of a emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, wow, how the hell was Freeman expecting to get there before Erica?
They're on horses.
I mean,
And you had them go back
true,
to attack.
Just
but
charge
this guy
over
didn't.
them.
Like Kyle is just going full speed, and he's still not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
close. I don't want to waste that killer
Yeah.
lance. So.
See, are you like me and you just never use any special weapons ever?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
End
like-
the game with every single
Like,
vulnerary.
the
at,
rapier is
full-
like the rapier. Erica's rapier is just still like super high, and I'm probably gonna stop using it pretty soon.
I played through the .hack GU games, and I played a bit of the originals, but they're a lot of grinding, and they're kind of not that fun, really. GU games are really fun, and they give you all these, like, super, like, tons and tons of items, and then each game loads into the next, so you keep your inventory. So by the third game, if you've never used anything and you have this MMO inventory style inventory,
jeez.
and it's just full of like potions and like boss items that you can use, like they're all tarot named, like the Hanged Man, you can use it to like debuff a boss. But you have like 60 of them, and then you have a different debuff, and you have 90 of them, and then you just have all these debuffs that you get to the end, and you're like, well, when was I planning on using these? Because I already beat the final boss. Where's the optional? So there's lots of optional stuff in that dungeon that you can, like, in that game that you can go into, like, there's a 100-floor dungeon in there, you can just go and clear 100 floors if you want to clear 100 floors. But you
then
just
won't
have
you pick
way...
up more items?
Yeah! I was like, you're
as
still gonna
you-
have way much more crap than you need. And yeah, I don't know, I always save stuff. I'm like, I gotta save this for when I really need it.
Yeah,
And
I
it
can beat this
turns
boss
out-
without using the special items.
Yeah, it turns out you never really need it. Like, most of the time, it's not an issue, except, yeah, in the original .hack games, it is an actual issue. And you can use items to kind of make things broken. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just not a...
It's
the
never
same
it's
thing-
never a necessity.
Like, Tails has these, like, all divides and stuff, and we, like, half the time never use them. Like,
There's
there's a couple bosses and stuff where we're like, oh man, we're saving it for them, and then we accidentally beat the boss before we use the all divide on it.
Maybe give you rescue.
yeah, I'm gonna do the rescue.
Although
here.
the all divides used to be more
There's-
overpowered than they are now.
Yeah, because they used to only have the damage you took.
No, I think it was the other way around. They didn't affect you at all.
Yeah,
They just affected the boss. They gave you half. Yeah, the
Half
boss would
damage
deal
taken.
half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, there's the one boss in I think Tales of Grace's Forte. It's like the midway boss who just slaughtered me because he like halfway through the fight would be like, "All right, here's my second form where I do this no telegraphed attack that one chops you." It's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm running forward, bam, you're dead," and I'm like, "Oh god." And
There's
so-
also a huge difference to playing that game solo to playing that game with people who are like playing that as an actual 2 or 3 person game.
yeah, I always play the Tales games with
Um,
my sister.
Especially if you have somebody who's playing like one of the characters that just uses all their MP or like is a healer when they're not
Yeah.
being,
That's my sister likes playing
Yeah.
the partial healers.
because otherwise they just burn their MP right out.
Mhm.
Where like an actual person wouldn't just like use all their MP till it's gone and then be like, I'm trying, can't heal you, sorry.
Yep. I'm gonna go hit it with my staff to get my MP back. Oh no, I died.
Yeah.
You're like,
And there's some games like where that's not the case. Like Rain and Tales of Symphonia, we did not like. Nobody ever played her because if you played any of the casters in the original like Tales of Symphonia GameCube game,
Yeah, you just
they
off
wouldn't
the
be
screen,
on the
just
screen
like
because
spamming your
yeah.
only the
spamming your
main
attack
character was on
ability.
the screen, or unless both people were playing mages.
Yeah.
So that really wasn't an option. And her AI, like Rain's AI, wasn't bad. Like she did generally heal you. You could set her to not using all her MP, and she generally
Mhm.
didn't.
And especially like in the older Tales games where you can just get those items that's like you constantly regenerate MP and also you use less MP and also you're just like constantly regenerating MP after battle, so it's just like you're never gonna run out.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like I guess it would be kind of the same for this game and acquiring tons and tons of stuff that you're like, I don't need to use this.
Yeah. Use your weakest weapons because you can still beat the match with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Ross, that's 2 mediocre levels in a row.
And that's another
Oh,
thing,
boy.
like, I play Monster Hunter games a lot. And I was playing a Monster Hunter clone, Tokiden?
Maybe protect
I can't
Yeah,
remember the name.
maybe.
Richard. because
Um,
she got hit.
but they do this thing where there's different armors, and, like, those games aren't really
Maybe.
level-based, they're armor-based.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know? And those games being armor-based instead of level-based, technically, like, what should happen is as you kill higher-level monsters, you should get better parts to make better armor, and the armor should really affect your gameplay. But, well, Monster Hunter does it really well. This token in-game, it doesn't really matter. You can wear, like, the level 1 gear and kill everything.
Of course you can.
It's, like, not an issue. You're like, I never have to farm for parts, and then they just make them available to buy, so you can just buy them, and it doesn't really make much of a difference. So that's the only part of that game that I'm like, this kind of failed. Oops.
Weird. Well, next time on Last Play, we continue not using our special items to get a combat advantage. Really? No follow-up jokes?
That was pretty technical. Yes,
Next
we
time
shall
on Last
continue
Play, we list off all of the reasons why you should continue watching. Number 1, all of the most relevant and topical meme humors. Have
yes.
the kids tried dabbing?
Tyler just dabbed twice there.
I
Oh,
don't
yes.
understand memes.
Why
You'll
not?
have to explain this to my alien
We shall do so
under a rock
So,
self.
um,
next time
me-
on Last Play.
Is